Can you hear me? Can't hear a thing. Hello, can you hear me? Let me know, just comment. Yeah, alright. So I'll just repeat myself. Welcome to the last live of the year. This is going to be the last day, last live, and a last watercolor painting of our marathon, the live marathon. We've done 8 lives in this month, 4 of calligraphy, different types of how to write different types of Happy New Year, to different layouts of how to write quotes. So, 4 amazing lives on calligraphy, and this is the 4th live on watercolors. And we're going to be doing something really cool to end the live on a high note. So this week on Tuesday, you've learned how to write Happy New Year in 9 different ways, and now we're going to end with a winter landscape. So this is what we're going to be making, what we're painting. This is the reference page is from Pinterest. All right. I'm going to be using 100% cotton paper. This is an art. You can use Chitrapat. If you have 25% cotton paper, you can use that too. It's absolutely good. We'll be doing in a landscape format. So this is what we've done previously. Alright, so we'll be doing in a landscape format. If you have a 25% cotton paper, that is fine too. Hello, I am. So if you are here watching, where are you from? And did you enjoy the lives? Have you tried any of the paintings or calligraphy layouts from our live? Do share with us on either Instagram, or you can also share it with us via email. That is me with a pencil at gmail.com. We will put that all in the description. I'm going to tape the paper from all 4 sides using either sellotape or masking tape. Masking fluid, I was going to say, but masking tape. Okay, so usually we use sellotape, masking tape, but this is good too. We'll quickly just tape the paper from all 4 sides and keep this here. So from next month, we will be doing 2 lives per month, probably 2 lives per month, and each live we'll be teaching something. So on the community post section, we're going to be putting up a post where we would want you to let us know what you would like to learn and what do you want to see in the next class, next YouTube class. So I'm taping the paper from all 4 sides. I will get around. Okay, I'll just quickly see through all the comments too. If you have any questions, you can let me know in the comment section. So I will be happy to. Hello from Scotland. Hi. Thank you so much. So how do you pronounce your name? Let me just pronounce your name. I'm so glad you're watching. Hi. So how do you say your name? Okay, I'm so sorry. I'm dyslexic. Hi, Mayuri. Loon. Is that how you say your name? I hope I'm saying it right. Laloon. Oh, thank you. Thank you for helping. I'm so glad you're watching. And thank you so much for all your support. We are so happy and excited that we are going to be. It means moon in the French. Oh wow, that's even cooler. Moon. Oh wow, that's what probably I'm going to remember your name forever. on another note, we are going to be reaching 10,000 subscribers. So thank you so much, guys, for all your love and support and enjoying our videos. We would love if you could share more that what would you like to see on our videos, what kind of paintings, reviews, anything that you want to see. If you could let us know either in the community section, so we're going to be putting up a post soon saying what would you like to see, and you could share anything that you have in mind, anything that you would want to see, anything that just you want to learn from us, or reviews. That would be amazing. Alright, so let's go, let's get started. I'm going to start sketching. Enough of talking. So I'm using a mechanic pencil. To start, we'll do a basic sketch. So in this there are three sections. One is one is we're going to be making the first trees, the first few trees, that is the 3 or 4 trees in the front, which is the star tree or the star trees in the whole section. All right, and then I'm going to be working. Then we are going to be doing the side trees, which are going to be lighter, and then on the back going to be the very very thin line ones, right, which I would call them the ghost trees. Okay, so first let's start with this one. So this, suppose is our ground section, from where we are going to do the ground. So say you can take 2 finger space on the bottom and make a ground, and start with the first 2 trees. Okay, this, if you don't have a 100% cotton paper, it's absolutely good. You can start off with 25% cotton paper too. Alright, so this is where the first tree is, and the sun is going to be popping out from here. So yeah, then and now here I'm going to do is the second one. So sorry, the third one actually. So this is also going to be the highlighted tree. So this is coming out a little front ahead of this one. Okay, we're going to end. So we're doing a very rough sketch, so it's alright if it's not perfect lines and everything. If you have any doubts, you can leave your doubts in the comment section. I would be happy to address them. These are all our dark trees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and one over here on the corner. So these are going to be dark, and we will be painting them dark. Then there are lighter trees which are going to be on the horizon line that we have added over here. They are also called as horizon line trees. They are going to be very light and hardly lighter than the first. So these are the first base trees, and then these are going to be lighter trees. Right, once you've done this, this is where our yellow, the light part, would be coming through. So we have to save that much part. Okay, and yes, that's about it. Now let's get started with painting. I'm going to be using a mop brush to begin with, adding a full layer of water, like wetting the whole space. We just quickly open my palette. This is my palette. have two sections of my palette. Okay, so yes. Okay, I'm going to wet the whole area first. Make sure you equally distribute the whole space, whole water around all the area. It shouldn't be too much water floating around, so make sure it is covered. Now once you do this, you can take Persian ultramarine blue, and add some lines. So make sure when you're adding the lines, they are not too dark, one, and then you soften them, taking some color off. Okay, and then also take some yellow, like a Gamburg or Indian yellow, and add in. Okay, and so add in from here. You can mix some lemon yellow too for the rays. Make sure your brush is nicely clean before you start adding the second layer or anything. Now these trees have shadow falling downwards, so you're going to make sure that you make some shadows, but don't cover the whole space fully. Don't cover the whole space. Make sure you leave some space off. You just flip through the brush outwards, like you're flipping it outwards. That is ultramarine, and then now mixing some Payne's grey. Okay. Make sure you leave some white spaces, and when you're making those white spaces, you can add some yellow shade to it. When you do so, make sure that it does not turn into green. So be very careful of that part, that you're not applying the yellows where there are blues, wherever you have added the blue color. I'm just picking up some color from here so that we get that nice white coming through from the yellow. For the trees, I'm going to mix some burnt sienna with Payne's grey. Just very softly bring down the color because we want that nice edge coming in. That's why we are adding the color. We can actually wait for it to dry and then add it, but we want that nice spread out. It just gives you a perfect effect. I'm using a flat brush from Art Essential. It's a half an inch brush or less than that. So you have to add a nice dry brush stroke. Now we want this whole thing to dry for some time, so we are going to let it dry. You can use hair dryer for it to dry. Okay, and if you have any questions, if you want to ask anything, you can let me know by then. Once it starts to dry a little, it's starting to dry, I'm going to switch to a 4-number brush and start adding details. Make sure it has dried in properly, like it shouldn't go out. I'm using burnt sienna and Payne's grey. So yeah, I'm planning to do a lot of flowers next month, like some of flowers that I plan to teach. Would you be interested in learning some flowers, how to paint probably a carnation, or I haven't thought about it yet though. If so, what would you like to learn? You can let me know that too. It's fun. Like I like how the sun rays comes out and it really lightens up the whole space. It's really really cool actually. I mentioned the ghost trees. So these are the trees that I'm adding using some blue and same Persian blue and your indigo. Right. Creating more white here. Adding some red on the sides so that it just pops in. Now what you're going to do is we're going to cover the space again, but before that I'm going to mix some green, sap green, with the Payne's grey again. Payne's grey is quite my go-to color in when it comes to painting. I'm going to add some dry brush stroke using Payne's grey. Make sure your brush is totally dry before you start doing this, and then you do the dry brush stroke. So this is the stems and the leaves, the branches that we are adding. Make sure they are all dry brush strokes. Take your thin brush, or you can also use the tip of your brush and make some lines that are going out. Okay. So I'm just adding more details on the sides of this tree, both the trees where the rays are emitting. The ghost trees in the back are going to be in burnt sienna, and they're not going to be too highlighted, so just like a lines. Creating some snow, dabbing some in, and creating some snow in the back, like the snow shadows of snow. I'm going to do is I'm going to take a flat brush on the top now and add some blue and Payne's grey and merge them. Okay, add here on the top and blend them. Add them on the top and blend it. So that creates a nice gloomy effect that we would want. Take some tissue paper and clean them if they're coming too down. Make sure when you're blending them, they are damp. It's a damp brush so that you get nice dampness. Okay. Creating some raw effects on the background. I'm now adding some phthalo blue. taking some yellow, that is cadmium yellow, and creating these strokes. Okay, sorry. And we're almost done. What we have to do is we just have to wait for it to dry a little. Wait for it to dry a little and then do the okay. And then I just have to make sure that it dries completely and then do the one last final, that is glazing the whole painting. Right, and glazing the whole painting, and finally adding some snow. The snow is going to be with white color. We'll be adding probably white gouache. You can add, or you can add some white paint and splash the color on it. Right. What we're going to do is we are going to wait a little, then make a mix of phthalo blue and ultramarine blue, add lots of water to it, need to dry to 100% or else it just would. You can see how that little glazing happens over here on the side. I'm just doing a little glaze. Quickly clean the brush. And that also we're not doing it 100%. I'm just adding it on the sides like this to create that nice, to create some blue depth. Hi, Bidisha. Yes, I only work with watercolors. Thank you so much, Laloon. That is so sweet. Hello, hi. Hello from Malaysia. Hi. Thank you for joining. Your name is Prue. I hope I'm saying it right. Thank you for coming. We're almost done here, and we need to add some white, and so here I'm picking up some more colors so that I can get nice work out. Thank you so much, Ananya. Thank you so much. I am so glad you like it, and I hope it helps you to work on different things. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining. That's really sweet. Okay. So final bits. I need some gouache. You can use white gouache, either white gouache, white watercolors, or you can use some white from PH Martin. Anything that is white to get your snow, or even white acrylic or acrylic paint, white pens, but then you won't get the fun of doing the sprinkles obviously, so probably use some nice fun. Okay, just adding more lines. I feel that I can add more trees on the back, just final one few trees to create more tree effect. I thought it's just a little less, should look nice dense, right? And this is a lovely brush from Princeton. This is a really old brush from, but I still have it, like 3 years almost. And it's, the brush has frayed. It's frayed from all sides, but I just love this brush. It works wonders for me for doing these little thin lines. It has been worth every penny. You can also use a rigger brush, which is very commonly available. And yes, just make these. Make sure you use the tip of the brush and you hold your brush here while you're painting any of the brush. That gives you more control over your brush. We will be doing some lovely flowers next month, 2 lives. Make sure you will be there for it. I would love to see all of you there and looking forward to see you. Thank you, Ananya. That's so sweet. Thank you, Binisha. Thank you so much. Thank you very, very much for joining the live class. And I'm glad everybody likes it. You can also let me know while you are here. Let me know what you want to learn. And next month's live, I'm planning to do a flower class, like a nice, just terrible at removing these masking tapes or sellotapes, whatever you want to put it. So I'm going to add some white now. Make sure your background is totally dried before you go in and do the white. Add some white. Okay. Now I'm going to take some white and do the fun sprinkling job over here. 1 second, and drop in nice and showers of white. You can add some blue to it too while you are dropping in the color, and mix both. Alright, so it's gonna splash everywhere, so either you can keep some paper if you want the color to splash everywhere. Now it's going to be the troublesome work for me, removing the masking tape or the sellotape in my case. I don't know how everybody makes these lovely ASMR, beautiful, satisfying videos of removing masking tape, but this is a biggest struggle, one of my biggest struggles. And I've never had a good video, never ever. So funny. See, still now struggling. Such a struggle. Hashtag. Anyway, it's planning to come out somehow. See, again, it has to. We still have to sign a painting. That's like the most biggest major job that we have to do. Ouch. Alright, so it is here, and I'm gonna final work. I'm gonna do some and finally take some lovely blue color and sign off your paintings. And right, 31st December. Just remember. Thank you so much for joining in the class. I hope you guys had a good time, and you enjoyed the class, and it was fun. Thank you again for coming in, and I cannot wait for you guys to be a part of the next year and do more lives next year. Thank you so much for all the love and support, and happy happiest new year to all of you, from both of us, from Nilofer and from Chetna. We can't wait to see you guys next year with more lives. Thank you guys, and keep enjoying our video content. Bye bye, and thank you.